Good news! Another episode of Archetypes has been released, and it is titled The Audacity of the Activist with Jameeela Jamil and Shoray. My family, this episode has touched my heart. Why? Because there is a part whereby Jameeela Jamil in this podcast speaks about seeing the vitriol that Meghan has faced at the hands of the UK tabloid press. And Jameeela Jamil has said that Meghan Markle takes an unfathomable amount of, the S word. She takes a lot of things that are unfathomable, that no human being should ever have to experience. And she empathizes with what Meghan has gone through all of these years. And she says something. She has seen the smear campaign, the bullying of Meghan, the insults from the UK press. And she herself has called the UK press bigoted. That there is so much bigotry in the UK media. It is not just Prince Harry saying it. It is not just someone close to Prince Harry who told him about the bigotry in the UK media. No. Even Jameeela Jamil has seen it. That the UK media is indeed very much bigoted. It spreads hate for profit. It lies about people. And what even almost made me cry is when Jameeela Jamil thought about, the goal of this media. The goal is to try and make the women, the victims of, the abuse, the vilification, the hate campaign, take their own lives. Because Meghan was driven to that point of wanting to take her own life. And what's crucial is Jameeela Jamil is one of us. The Sussex Squad. Why? Because Jameeela Jamil herself, even before meeting Meghan, Jameeela Jamil herself has said that she fought for Meghan. She called out what was happening. The bullying, vilification campaign against Meghan on live TV, on the papers. A married woman is being harassed on TV by someone on TV like Piers Morgan, harassing a married woman on TV. The world saw that. The world has seen it. And Jameeela Jamil herself sought to support the Duchess of Sussex even before she even met Meghan. That is the crucial part. Before even meeting Meghan. My family, I want you to hear what has been said. First of all, when Meghan asked Jameeela Jamil of the support that she received from someone close to her, someone Jameeela Jamil loves so much. And this is what she had to say, my family. Credits are to Meghan, Duchess of Sussex. Archetypes podcast on Spotify. And this is the audio.
Experience. What does your partner think of all this? I mean, he just likes that I am completely myself, and I think he really enjoys the fact that I'm not repressed in any way, and therefore I don't have anywhere that I need to kind of like let off that steam. I don't hold in any toxicity. I get everything off my chest to, mixed results. He's incredibly supportive of me, and he has been a big encourager of me to learn how to, fight back and speak my mind and understand my worth. And he's just a great ally. He's just a great source of strength and comfort, and someone who can take my phone away because he's 6'7". I can't reach it when he's holding it up. If I need my phone to be taken away, he's there to he understands me, and he's just.
Let me pause there. My family, Find yourself a partner who supports you, who is not intimidated by you, who loves you, respects you, and cherishes you, who supports you in having a voice, who is not intimidated by your success. My family, in the world of the royal family, we have seen how Charles was so jealous of the late Diana while married to Diana because of the love, affection, support that Diana received from members of the public. We have seen that. So much so that Charles berated Diana. Fast forward to Harry and Meghan. How jealous Prince William and Kate Middleton have been towards the success of Prince Harry and Meghan. The love and affection that Prince Harry and Meghan have received from members of the public. Think about that for a second. The jealousy of William and Kate Middleton. Think about how even King Charles berated Prince Harry. My family, the farm led by King Charles is one petty, dysfunctional family, unworthy of even being called a family. There is no loyalty towards each other. There is only betrayal. There is only leaks to the press, like what Prince William and Kate Middleton have been leaking stories, the tabloid press, against Harry and Meghan. The UK press itself have sought to, undermine Prince Harry. Why? Because he married and protects a strong woman. A strong woman with a good heart. Like the heart that Meghan has deep inside of her. Meghan is a good person, a kind person with a good heart, and every single person who has had the pleasure of meeting Meghan can tell you that 100%. They can tell you that 100%. The same thing that Jameeela Jamil has said about Meghan. Meghan is good, a good person. Now, my family, Prince Harry is not intimidated by his wife's success. Prince Harry is not intimidated by his wife's popularity. No. Prince Harry supports, loves, and cherishes his wife. When the UK press tried to sow division towards Prince Harry and Meghan, what did Prince Harry do? Prince Harry went on record to say that whatever my wife and I do together, we shall do together as one team. At the end of the day, I choose her and she chooses me. It's important to find a partner who loves, supports you, and cherishes you. In the manner of way Prince Harry cherishes and loves Meghan, in the manner of way Meghan loves and also cherishes Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex, the father of their two kids, Archie and little Diana. And I'm happy that Jameeela Jamil also has that special person in her life. In her life. I love this so much. I love it so much, my family. You see, when you're good, good things will obviously always come to you. When you're evil, when you're bad, like the carnival of so-called experts, like William and Kate Middleton, the bad things obviously will come your way. Like Prince William, who allegedly cheats on his wife with the likes of Rose Hanbury. My family, the world has had those rumors of affairs. My family, that is what happens in the farm, where there is no love. No wonder they refuse to wear wedding rings. Only Harry wears a wedding ring. Why? Because he loves and cherishes and supports his beloved wife. He is not intimidated by his wife. No. He is someone who supports his wife because he knows his wife's success is his success. And no wonder Harry said that whatever Meghan and I do together, we shall do together as one team. At the end of the day, I choose her and she chooses me. In an interview with Tom Bradby, my family, I'll never forget those words. So no matter how much UK press spread propaganda, oh, Harry's been controlled. Why? Because he respects his wife. Something unheard of in the farm. No, carnival or so-called experts. That is love. Something that this carnival or so-called experts have never seen, like Piers Morgan, like Dan Wootton, like Angela Levin. They have never ever seen that. My family, Prince Harry and Meghan, choose love. And may God keep supporting and blessing them each and every single day of their lives. My family, let's continue with this part because there's a part that I want you to hear from Jameeela Jamil herself that clearly shows you that she is a member of this amazing family, the Sussex Squad family. And this is it.
An incredible human, an incredible friend, and I don't think I could have withstood all of this without him. And I know you have a very similar dynamic with Harry, and actually when the four of us met that one time, it was a really sweet dynamic of two very sort of similar relationships, and it was very nice for me to see that you have that in your home. Yes, because you need it. Because it's an unfathomable.
Let me add something there, and that's why the Karens are staying mad at Meghan, because they know what Meghan has. No wonder Meghan Kelly is upset. Why? Because Meghan refers to Harry as a husband. The jealousy is eating them up because they know what Meghan has. And Meghan has something special. Meghan has love. Something that Karens like Meghan Kelly don't have in their life, because the only thing that they used to is spreading hate and bigotry. My family, Meghan has love. And no wonder these Karens stay jealous. Karen like Meghan Kelly. My family, let us continue kindly. Find that person who loves, supports you each and every single step of the way. I'm happy that Meghan has that. Let's continue kindly.
Fathomable amount of that you take, Meghan. I can't believe it.
Let me repeat that.
And
How did you hear that?
Take my phone away because he's 6'7". I can't reach it when he's holding it up. If I need my phone to be taken away, he's there to he understands me, and he's just an incredible human, an incredible friend, and I don't think I could have withstood all of this without him. And I know you have a very similar dynamic with Harry, and actually when the four of us met that one time, it was a really sweet dynamic of two very sort of similar relationships, and it was very nice for me to see that you have that in your home. Yes, because you need it. Because it's an unfathomable amount of that you take, Meghan. I can't believe it. And I fought back on your behalf years before I'd ever met you, because I was so outraged by it. I was so outraged with the twisting of this very normal, very kind, very civilized woman.
Very normal, very kind, very civilized woman. That is how Jameeela Jamil describes Meghan. That is what shows you and tells you Jameeela is one of us. Jameeela Jamil is a member of the squad. Because even us, me, I saw the hate campaign. I saw the racism. I saw the bullying of Prince Harry's daughter over a name. I saw Archie being racially abused at just a couple of months old. Days old. And even before he was born. And then the people who abused him were given a platform on TV to fake an apology about what they said. My family, I will never ever forget. Never ever forget. Some people, like Danny Baker, who was fired for making racist comments towards Archie, was surprised, as to why he was fired. Then a couple of months later, he was rehired by the BBC. Taxpayer-funded BBC, a taxpayer-funded institution, rehired someone who racially abused Prince Harry and Meghan's son, Archie. My family, I saw that. And I wanted to lend my voice towards Meghan, to support Meghan, to show my support of Meghan. Jameeela Jamil has spoken about everything that Meghan has had to take. Those unfathomable things that Meghan has had to endure. Because she takes a lot. She takes a lot. And we all saw what has happened. We all saw everything. And we wanted to support Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex. And we formed this community, a global community to support Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, to lend our voice of support, to support Meghan. And thus we formed this community, the Sussex Squad community. After we saw what was happening, the vilification, the hate campaign, the smear campaign, the abuse towards Meghan, the harassment on national TV towards Meghan, a wife being publicly harassed on TV by Piers Morgan, a married person going on TV to cry on TV, to whine on TV, that a married woman did not call him back. The same person, when you look, just Google it, developed a fixation, had a fixation on Prince Harry's late mother, who was chased to her death. So my family, none of what Meghan has gone through is okay. It is, as Jameeela Jamil has described, unfathomable. No one should ever have to endure what Meghan has had to endure. Nobody. And what pained me is the part of, what the goal is. The goal towards this woman, to Meghan, to Jameeela Jamil, because she also has experienced abuse, trolling online from the UK press, who have gone after Jameeela Jamil herself. A tabloid, Daily Fail, owned by the Rothmere, has both gone after Jameeela Jamil and also Meghan, trying to take down these strong women, trying to bully them, harass them, intimidate them into submission. My family, I am glad that they have failed. I am glad that they have failed. I am thankful for women like Jameeela Jamil, Meghan, using their voices to speak up and speak out and choosing good. Choosing good. My family, at the beginning of the podcast, Meghan talked about that. And I'm beginning to wonder, does Meghan watch our videos? Does Meghan watch our videos? Does Meghan watch our videos? Choose love. Goodness. Good. Being good. Never choose to be a bad person. Never. Never choose to be like the rest of the UK press or the farm. Choose to be good. When Prince Harry was told to play the game by members of his family, what did he say? He said, I've got a hell of a lot of my mom in me. I will not play the game that killed my mom. Prince Harry said that. Choose to be good. Don't choose to be evil. Choose to be good, and you will spend the rest of your days happy. Happy. And even God will reward you. My family, let's continue to hear this kindly.
Demonization just shows how Fred withstood all of this without him. And I know you have a very similar dynamic with Harry, and actually when the four of us met that one time, it was a really sweet dynamic of two very like sort of similar relationships, and it was very nice for me to see that you have that in your home.
Yes.
Because you need it, because it's an unfathomable amount of that you take, Meghan. I can't believe it. and I fought back on your behalf years before I'd ever met you, because I was so outraged by it. I was so outraged with the twisting of this very normal, very kind, very civilized woman. That demonization just shows how afraid they are of you. And I'm sure maybe you can't keep this in or whatever, but the treatment of you, and I'm so sorry you've had to withstand it. It has re-highlighted for us the like intense unkindness and bigotry and misogyny of our media. And I think and I hope and I feel faith that tides are changing, because so many of us are fighting back.
Well, thank you for fighting back.
My family. Jameeela Jamil thanks Meghan. You know, my family, this is quite a beautiful podcast that you deserve to hear this yourself. Meghan has been through a lot, and Jameeela Jamil apologized to Meghan for what she has had to endure. The bigotry of the UK media. The bigotry of the UK media. The entire world is being told of what is happening in the UK. The bigotry of the media. The racism in the media. It has got to stop. It has got to come to an end. The media in the UK is very much bigoted and very much racist. That's who they are. And it's high time that there is change in the media landscape in the UK. It is high time that there is change in the media landscape in the UK. The time is now, and there is need for change. There is need for change, my family. Huge need for change.
Shows how afraid they are of you, and I'm sure maybe you can't keep this in or whatever, but the treatment of you, and I'm so sorry you've had to withstand it. It has re-highlighted for us the like intense unkindness and bigotry and misogyny of our media. And I think and I hope and I feel faith that tides are changing, because so many of us are fighting back.
Well,
are the tides changing in the UK? Are the tides changing in the UK? My family, the women are fighting back. They are fighting back. And it's high time that in the UK, that the media landscape needs to be reshaped. You cannot have a media that hack people's phones and gets away with it. The owners simply pay compensation and then get away with it. No. They must be put in jail. Let's look at Murdoch. You cannot have a media that is openly racist and bigoted on national TV. You can't have a media whereby a woman is harassed on national TV by a married person. You cannot have. That is not a media. That is not a media. And what happened to Meghan, like Jameeela Jamil, I want to say this. Meghan, I am sorry. I, as well as the rest of the members of the squad, we are sorry for what happened to you. No human being should ever have had to endure what you have had to endure. And Meghan, we are sorry. My family, let's continue hearing this kindly.
Thank you for fighting back. When all of that criticism can feel really attacking or really uncomfortable or scary, is there ever that moment where you go, no, I just can't put myself in this position anymore. It's not good for me, even if it's good for the greater good.
Yeah, I think I've been through quite a lot of smear campaigns in the past, and when it got too much one time, where it became like really gratuitous, and I saw how much the public were enjoying joining in on it, I felt so exhausted, and kind of like everything just felt very hopeless and pointless, and I saw such an ugly side of society that it made me kind of want to tap out. And so I felt very, very, very suicidal a few years ago because of it, because it's a lot to take on. It's a lot of voices, and I'm okay with being criticised for what I've done wrong, but I'm absolutely not okay with being like lied about and having all of my words twisted and doing it.
My family, I wanted you to hear that part. I wanted you to hear that part. That is the part that I wanted you to hear. That is the part I wanted you to hear. Of Jameeela Jamil, talking about how it's like the public were in on it. They were joining in with the press in the UK, for instance, because it did happen in the UK. They were joining in with the UK media to pile on abuse on Jameeela Jamil. And Prince Harry was told by a friend in the Oprah interview, that is, that the press, that the society is bigoted. Prince Harry said that, no, the UK is not bigoted. It is the media that is bigoted. And I'm quoting Prince Harry's words in the Oprah interview. And then the friend told Prince Harry, look, you are doing the right thing, first of all, taking your family far away from here. You're doing the right thing to step down as senior member of the royal family and moving away. But look, when the source of information is corrupt, then that, bigotry, that corruption filters out to the rest of the society. Because my family, the things I have seen on the Daily Mail front page, the abuse of women, misogyny towards women, like Meghan, and even other women in the UK, what I've seen, I ask myself, how can this tabloid be the most selling tabloid in the UK? Because people buy into it. Because Daily Mail will not publish or print negative things or hateful things, if it did not sell newspapers. They are doing it because it sells newspapers. My family, and that is painful. That is painful. And one of Jameeela Jamil, in her heart, when speaking about society, she feels hurt that someone can feed into the hateful, vile toxicity spread by these tabloids. Because it is not okay. It is not okay. It is not okay. It isn't. No human being should be treated in the manner that Meghan has been treated, or Jameeela Jamil has been treated. The bullying, misogyny, abuse that she has faced at the hands of the UK press, and not just the press, society, who are fed and clicked onto the lies being told about Meghan and Jameeela Jamil. My family, there needs to be a change. There needs to be a change, a serious change in the UK. The media cannot be allowed to operate in that manner the way they have been operating. From phone hacking, to tapping landlines, to making threats to people. My family, the media cannot be allowed to operate in that manner. They can't. They just can't be allowed to operate in this manner. And something needs to be seriously done. My family, I want to tell Jameeela Jamil something also. I am sorry. We are sorry that you have had to endure the pain that you've gone through. The abuse, vilification, bullying from the UK press. We are sorry. Once again, no human being should ever have to endure what Meghan or Jameeela Jamil have had to endure, the pain of being bullied every single day, being harassed. And what Jameeela Jamil says that I'm okay with scrutiny. I'm okay with it. I'm fine with it totally. And Meghan as well is okay with scrutiny. She's okay with it. What she is not okay with is being lied about. Her words being twisted by the UK press. That is what they are not okay with. My family, people in the UK should demand a lot from their media. It's high time. It's high time that media environment in the UK changes. My family, this, part of the podcast, touched my heart. From the moment whereby Jameeela Jamil talks about, contemplating taking her own life. My family, that is not how a media should operate. And it's me just simply saying, basic, using common sense. That is not what people should expect of their media. That is not what the public should expect of their media. Our media should be objective. When have the UK press ever been objective? When? There's an article about Daily Mail, having mastered the art of running stories that are not true. How is that acceptable? And someone can go after people like Jameeela Jamil or Meghan based on what they've read from a UK tabloid owned by Murdoch and the Rothmans, that clearly is online. It is online that Daily Mail has mastered the art of running stories that are not true. It is online, clearly. Reality even. Not even online. Reality. The fact is, even Daily Mail spends majority of its time in a courtroom because the many lies that it spreads. That is the reality. So my family, how is that acceptable? How is that acceptable? And so I empathize with Jameeela Jamil. I empathize with Meghan for what she's had to endure and what she's had to face. My family, in this thought-provoking and energizing episode, Meghan explores the stereotypes and judgments women face in the world of activism. In her no-holds-barred conversation with actors and activists Jameeela Jamil and Shorey, Meghan deep dives into why activism in women is often deemed audacious and the effect this has on so many of the causes that matter most. These timely and emotional conversations are complete with comedian and activist Ilana Glazer and historian Lisa Tetrault. My family, once again, kindly watch Archetypes on Spotify, and credits of those clips you've heard go to Meghan's Archetypes on Spotify. Please support Meghan, Duchess of Sussex. This is a thought-provoking episode, and please just tune in and listen. My family, I feel pain in my heart for what Jameeela Jamil has had to endure, for what Meghan has had to endure. And I'm thankful for people like you, members of the squad, like you, like Jameeela Jamil, who saw what was happening towards Meghan and fought back and say no. We thank you. We thank you. And may God bless you abundantly. There is a saying, if you are silent in the face of oppression, you have chosen the side of the oppressor. My family, we shall never be on the side of the oppressor. The UK Tory press, William, King Milton, King Charles, Camilla, we shall never be on their side. the carnival or so-called experts, we shall never be on the side. Never. And that is a fact. My family, if you agree with me, kindly hit that like and subscribe button for daily and consistent content. And stay tuned to our next video. Thank you, Meghan, once again for this podcast. It's quite emotional. An emotional conversation. Thank you, Meghan. Thank you, Meghan. And thank you, Jameeela Jamil. Thank you, Shorey. And thank you to comedian and activist Ilana Glazer and historian Lisa Tetrold. Thank you to all of you. Amazing, remarkable women. My family, kindly stay tuned to our next video. Love you always and forever. And thank you, Meghan, for also promoting female empowerment. Women have a voice and they should use their voice. Speak up and speak out. Never let anyone silence you. Never. And never let these stereotypes also hold you back. Thank you, Meghan, for Archetypes. Thank you, Spotify, for giving Meghan a platform to use, in Spotify through this amazing podcast called Archetypes that dissects the labels that hold women back. Thank you, Meghan, for being true to who you are. My family, let me just, end this podcast by, the beginning of the episode. Kindly allow me to just play you this part. Kindly. Before I end the podcast.
Have you ever heard the saying, if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything? I remember hearing it years ago and nodding along thinking, that makes sense to me. Just stand for something. Stand for something good.
Family.
But not everyone.
I just wanted you to listen to that part, to hear that part. That's the only part that I wanted you to hear in that clip, that short clip. Once again, please go and watch it yourself. Go and tune in and listen to Archetypes on Spotify yourself. Choose good. Choose good, my family. And Meghan has told you that herself. Choose good. I have a feeling Meghan watches this podcast. My family, I have a feeling. I can only hope. My family, good will always triumph over hate. Let no one ever tell you not to choose the side of good. Stay tuned to our next video. Love you always and forever. Hello, members of Zesco Family TV. First of all, I want to say thank you for all your support that you give us to our channel. We don't take it for granted that you support this channel. I want to say thank you from the bottom of our hearts for lending out your support and fighting against injustices, supporting Prince Harry and Meghan, showing them love. Love will always triumph over evil, and for that I say thank you. Good will always prevail over bad. Thank you so much for all your support. Thank you so much for joining this community, this amazing community of Zesco Family TV. I love you so much, family, from the bottom of my heart, and I wish you all the best. May you have a great day, and I hope that you enjoyed this video and learned a lot of things. With that and so much more, stay tuned to our next video. Leave a comment below, like and subscribe. Love you, family, always and forever. Sayonara.